Yep.
Good.
Recording in
Very glad
progress.
to hear. Recording in
Okay.
progress. Leaders Coffee Club. I don't know your name, sorry.
Yeah, David.
Ah, Dave and David. There we
Yeah,
go.
keep things easy. Keep things easy.
Hi, Gisette.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Good. Love it. Right, we'll give it a minute and then we'll get cracking because we've got lots to go in and show you all today. Now we're going to be doing some demos on automated workflows today, and I'm going to touch on pipelines as well. And Nat's going to also do a demo on setting up some free and paid calendar appointments. Is there anything in particular that you guys would love to see demoed today? Any areas of the system you'd like us to particularly go over on top of those? Anyone? Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Not too bad at all, thank you. Is there anything in particular, Rachel, you'd like to see covered today? Any features you'd like us to run through?
Oh, look, I have no idea. I wasn't intending on joining this call. It's my birthday and I've just got home and
Oh,
my and my husband gets home in about an hour and a half, which is like 1:30 in the morning.
oh,
And so I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just join the call.
oh my gosh, you absolute legend. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank
That's awesome. That's so good. Lovely. All right. Well, I will. I'm going to just get cracking then with today's session because people will come in and out, I'm sure, as we go. So, in
you.
today's session, we are going to go over automated workflows. Automation, as many of you know, is one of my favoriteest things in the world. Why not be fabulous if you can? Why not get technology to do your work for you and make you look freaking awesome? So we're going to talk a little bit about automations and some of the different ways that you can use it, and of course how to set one up. We're also going to have Nat also then do a demo on setting up free and paid calendar appointments on the platform as well. As always, if you've got any questions, please jump in and interrupt. That's we're here live, so you can ask questions as we go along. So please feel free to turn your microphone on and stop the steam train that is Sarah. And we'll obviously answer questions as we go. In the chat box, please feel free to drop anything in there if there's any particular features you would like us to cover today. If we have time, we will go through them all. So without further ado, let's go in and talk about workflows. Now, I would like to point out we do have a help article on the website. That link has already been popped in the Zoom chat here and will be popped in the comments/description area of this recording if you're watching the recording. Now, this help article is really, really brilliant. I highly recommend you go and check this out because what it does is it will show you all of the different triggers, that is things that can start or fire off an automated workflow or an automation. So what it will actually show you here are all the different things, if you go to CRM triggers, all the different things that can actually fire off an automation automatically. And you can see here just how incredibly powerful this automation system is. So for instance, if it's somebody's birthday, happy birthday, Rachel, we could actually set automations in the system to automatically wish people happy birthday on their birthday without us doing anything at all, right? How good is that? We can set off automations based on whether people have bought something, visited certain web pages, clicked on certain links, finished courses, signed up for courses, if they've cancelled memberships. We can even create automations on Facebook ad lead forms and heaps of other different actions that are in here. When you click on each of these, it will explain them in more detail and show you some examples of how to set them up. But we're going to go through and do some real life automation creation today. So first of all, let's go into one of our Techmatics accounts over here. Now, one great thing about Techmatics is the pipelines section. And I recommend, I'm going to talk about pipelines in automations here because I like to make sure that all of my automations are also automatically moving people through the stages of my customer journey. And the reason why that's powerful in Techmatics is because on your dashboard here, it will then show you how many leads you have, how much money's coming in per month, what your conversion rate is, where in your pipelines or your customer journey your people are actually sitting, and it's going to give you a really nice overview of where your business is at. So to make this dashboard work, you have to have both pipelines and automations in place, or automated workflows in place. So we also have a little diagram. This is published on the Techmatics help page. It's also inside your Techmatics course. So if you go to techmatics.com/learn, you also have training videos inside a course, and this diagram is in there. So in terms of the order of everything we're going to do today, there are kind of 3 steps of your process for getting this beautiful dashboard constantly updating itself automatically and always showing you an accurate in-time set of data, but also to do that in a way that's creating other automated actions, like sending them a welcome email, sending them a check-in email, tagging or segmenting them in your system, upselling them to various other products. There's an unlimited array of things that you can do with automations. But the 3 main steps to setting all of this up is to first create your pipeline. I like to create the pipeline first because the pipeline is our customer journey. And your customer journey is so important to get your head around from day one in your business, let alone wherever you're at now. You need to know what are the steps that people go through in my business. So your first step you're always going to have in anyone's business is going to be that somebody is a lead. They are new into your system. They haven't yet purchased anything. You just have their email address, right? So that makes them a lead or an opportunity. The next stage you might have in your pipeline, in fact, I'll open up a pipeline in here to have a look. So let's go into customer journey. Pipelines are called customer journeys inside the Techmatics platform. And I'll drop down to a real one just to show you what one might look like. So for example, we have a pipeline here for a Techmatics example. A new lead, they've not taken any action at all. They've given an email address. The next stage in their journey with Techmatics would be that they have started a free trial. The next stage they might be is that they have become a client, they're actually subscribing, and the next stage in the customer journey is they may have cancelled or moved on or even upsold to higher end products. So that's an example there of what a pipeline or a customer journey may look like. Now, if I was going to go in and show you one in more of a course-based system, let's go in and have a look at an example here so you can start getting, again, another idea. What have we got here? This is an example one. Sarah's customer journey. Let's go and have a look at a demo one here. So this is another example of a customer journey that you may have. 1, they're a lead. Step 1, they come into your business, they give you an email address, usually from a lead magnet. Step 2, they purchase something under $50. Step 3, they purchase something between $50 and $100. Step 4, they purchase something between $100 and $500. So for me, this is how I kind of break down where my clients are at in their customer journey. The next step is they become a member of my subscription academy. The next step is they might book private consults with me. The next step there is they might book, done with me services. And then finally, they cancel a membership. So that's an example of what a customer journey or pipeline may look like. So your number 1 step is to sit down and actually map out, get some post-it notes and map out, what does your customer journey look like? Are you going to do it like me, where you have leads and then break down purchases based on the price and the product? Or are you going to do it literally, do you have product by product by product that goes in steps? What does yours look like? That's your first step. So if I go back to our image here, step number 1, create your pipeline. So how do you actually create it? Once you've mapped it out on post-it notes or a flow chart or something, your next job is to actually make this pipeline in your system here. How do we do that? So you're going to go into customer journey, and then we're going to go to pipelines over here up the very, very top. And then you're going to press create a new pipeline. And this is where you add in the overall name of your pipeline and the different stages. So let's do one here. Let's do Nat's course business customer journey here. And stage 1 is we've got a new lead or leads. Then our next stage might be that they have purchased the $97 course. Then our next stage might be they've purchased the $500 coaching program. Okay, and then maybe Nat has also a special retreat, right? Nat's yearly retreat. Maybe that's what Nat's got in her business, okay? So we've got now our stages. We're going to make sure these buttons here, by the way, are turned on. When they're visible in the funnel chart and visible in the pie chart, this is what makes those numbers on your dashboard be visible on that dashboard and automatically update. So we're going to press save. So what we've done now, let's go back to our chart, is we've mapped out our pipeline and we've created the pipeline. We've made it actually exist. The next step before we go in and start creating all our wonderful automations and making sure that our dashboard is updated is we'd then go in and create our products. All right, so we've created the pipeline. We now need to go in and create the products. So we're not going to do a full in-depth thing on that today because of the fact that there are lots of detailed tutorials on that. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to sites and courses. We're going to click on the memberships area. Now, memberships means courses. It means any product on this platform. We're going to go to products. And this here is where you're going to add your free things, your free lead magnets, your paid courses, your coaching programs, your workshop recordings, your ebooks, your digital download files, your podcast hub, your members vault, your calendar of events. This here under products, create a new product, is basically where you add all of your stuff that you allow people to access, whether that's free stuff, paid stuff, or membership stuff. It's all created in here. You would go in, press create product, and my internet's very slow. Start building. Let's build our $97 course. I'm going to call this test $97 course because we had a $97 course in our pipeline that we just made. So for the sake of demonstration, we're going to just create this product here. And this is where we can go in, change the name of our modules, change the name of our lessons. So I might just call this module 1 just for the sake of demonstration. Press save. Make sure it's set to published, go back, and this is where I can go in and add as many lessons as I want. So add a lesson. I'm just going to call this lesson 1 for the sake of demonstration. Lesson 2, if I wanted to add another module, I can just press add a module up here. Sorry, here, create a category, module 2, save, and then I can add another lesson down here, add a lesson 1 again, save. You get the picture. Make sure it's all set to published. And of course, to go in and actually add your content, you click on that particular lesson. You can upload your video files, make sure it's set to published. You can add your thumbnail, you can add your downloads, you can add any text, hyperlinks, images, and even embed external program source codes here. So if you're using Articulate, Captivate, Google Forms, internally built forms that you want to capture information, signature boxes, file uploads for students to submit assessments, all of that can go in here. There are other tutorials on that inside the full Techmatics course, techmatics.com/learn. So let's assume we've got all of this ready. We've made it all look pretty. We've got our products ready, because that now is step 2 of creating automations. We've made a pipeline. We've created our products. Now we want to start creating an automation, a workflow that's going to start doing things on autopilot for us, like sending students a welcome email, tagging them, segmenting them into lists, sending internal notifications, sending follow-up emails to check in on their progress or upsell them to other things. So what we're going to do now is go in and actually create a workflow that might move people around in our pipelines and do things on autopilot for us. So let's go in and do that. We are going to go down to automated workflows on your main menu. And this is where we're going to create some automations. Now, just as a heads up, there are actually already a bunch of pre-built automations that we've made for you for things like when people have booked appointments, student welcome check-in sequences, and there will constantly be more added to your system as well as time goes on. We want to make this as easy as possible for you. So we're going to do a really simple version this time round. You can create really fancy email templates with beautiful images, images and all sorts over in your email builder section in emails, but we're going to just do some simple emails for the sake of this demonstration. So we're going to do create a workflow. So let's pretend for this instance, we want to create a workflow that's going to welcome people to, for instance, that $97 course that we may have just created. Now, it might not let me do it because I haven't created an offer for it. So I might just pick a different course for the sake of it. But anyway, we're in automated workflows. We're going to click on start from scratch. Now, there are all kinds of recipes in here pre-built for you guys that you can go and have a play with. You have unlimited workflows inside Techmatics. So feel free to play around and create as many as you want, right? You're not going to be maxing out any kind of limit. You can go nuts and enjoy yourself creating and playing in here with no limit whatsoever. So we're going to press start from scratch, create a new workflow, and it's going to take us into our workflow building area. So the first thing I always do, guys, habit, get into good habits from day one. Always start with naming your workflow. All right, so I might call this the test $97 course workflow. All right, that way, when I'm glancing through my big list of workflows, I'm always going to be able to tell which one is which, and you can also use the search feature to search for your workflows as well. Your trigger is, what is it that's actually going to make this thing fire off? What is it that pulls the trigger on this gun and makes this action happen? So when we press add a new trigger, you're going to see just how many cool things that can trigger automations, right? There's so many different things in here. So two things when it comes to courses, two different ways that you can fire off triggers. One is an order form submission. So this is if you are using the landing pages on Techmatics and you've used the checkout feature, you're going to want to use order form submission as your trigger, because order form submission means somebody has submitted an order form. Somebody has actually submitted on the checkout. All right, so that's one way that you can fire off a purchase, whether it's a course purchase, an ebook purchase, a webinar purchase, whatever it is that you're selling. If they have used one of the checkouts that you have used on your funnels or your web pages inside Techmatics, it's going to be order form. But there's also another way, right? The other way you can fire off automations for course purchases is you go to this membership section over here. Remember, memberships doesn't just mean subscriptions in Techmatics. Memberships means courses, products, digital stuff that you're selling of any kind. So you can actually fire off an automation when somebody signs up. So membership new sign up doesn't mean subscription sign up. It means anything in your memberships area. So this one's really good. So this means perhaps they've gone in, they've purchased a course. So it will be membership new sign up. And then you can, give it a name. So that for me, it's going to be has bought the $97 test course. All right, that's a name that you just give this area here so that you know what that action is yourself. Then you have to press add filters. And it's going to say to you, well, what offer, what product, what thing have they actually purchased, right? So we're going to go, they've purchased an offer, because with your Techmatics products, whether it's a course, whether it's a book, whether it's a free thing, whether it's a paid thing, whether it's a subscription membership, you always, once you've uploaded the content in the products area, then need to go to offers to actually make it a sellable or opt-inable thing. So that's what we mean by offers. So they have purchased the offer. What offer? And then you're going to find all of your products down here. Now, I don't think I published that test one. So let's pretend it was this particular course here. Okay. So they have signed up to something in my memberships area. I've given it a name. What offer was it? It was this particular offer. So whether that was an ebook, a webinar, a course, a coaching program, whatever it is that you've created in your memberships products areas will then show up here. So I'm just going to move you guys out of the way because I can't see the bottom. Bottom right hand side, you're then going to press save trigger. So now what we've got here is somebody's going to buy that particular course. What happens next? Now, there are no rules to what happens next at all. This is where you get to be a creative little creature and decide what you want to have happen in your business. But here are a few basic common sort of steps that I add to pretty much all of my automations. The first thing I always do is tag them. So I'm going to press the add button. We're going to add an action. So now what's going to happen is, and I like to type in tag, and we're going to add a contact tag. Why do we want to add tags? Because I like to describe tags. Here's a Sarah style explanation. You guys who followed me for more than 5 minutes will know this one. A tag inside a CRM or an email marketing software is like sticking post-it notes on your people. I've got way too much makeup on. So it's a bit like Sarah just bought this course. Let's label her with that label. Sarah clicked on this link. That label, let's label her with that. Sarah has now booked an appointment. Let's label her with that. So basically, as your customers go through your business, they start getting labeled or tagged with all of these little labels. Yes, Dave, you've got your hand up.
Yeah, I've been using ConvertKit for a while, but not very seriously. But one of the issues that I have in coming over to Techmatic is the management of tags. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was given tags to kind of everything that was happening, and I've ended up with this bunch of tags. Have you got any method that you use to try and control the management of your tags?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're migrating people over from another platform, when you actually go into your contacts area, so if we were to go into contacts over here, and when you're in contacts, you can press import contacts right here. Now, if you're using, which platform are you saying you're using, Dave?
I'm using ConvertKit.
ConvertKit, great. So when you press
now,
export,
I've managed to, I've imported them. Okay, it's no problem doing that. Yeah. Right. My question more related to the use of tags.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have so many tags now. I kind of think, well, I didn't think about that very clearly.
Yeah, and I think we all made the tagging mistake when we first began. My advice on this is the reason why we do tags is because at some point down the line, we may want to send emails or marketing campaigns only to people who have purchased certain products. That for me is the way I like to use the tags. So, later on, I might be able to say to the system, send a campaign, that means an email blast, to everybody who has this tag. Or the other way around, send an email blast to everybody who does not have this tag. So in terms of managing your tags, I recommend that you mostly stick to has bought this or has not bought this, or has opted into this membership or has cancelled this membership. So if I have some kind of special deal at the end of the year, I might do a special discount and send that out to everybody who didn't buy it that year. So I would just use the tagging feature that way. So just to keep yourself organized, that's the method I would use.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure. So that's where with this tag, we're going to be wanting to make sure that we are adding tags that tell us what they have purchased. So for me, my tag for this, we're going to type in a new tag here. I would say has purchased the $97 test course, and I put the full name of the course. Okay, this is a new tag, so I'm going to press add a new tag. Now the action name, you get to label this. I make this exactly the same. So add a tag has purchased the $97 test course, and that will show up here. So I like to just put the full label on the flow. I'm going to press save action. So you'll see here now, when they buy that course, they now get tagged with that tag. What happens next? Lots of different things we can do next, but I now like to put them inside the pipeline stage of has purchased the course. So remember we created that pipeline where we had lead, and then we had next stage was they purchased a $97 course. The next step was they purchased a $500 course. So we're now going to press add, and we're going to type in opportunity. So the stages in a pipeline are called opportunities. So we're going to do create or update an opportunity. I'm going to make this a bit bigger for you so you guys can see. So what this is now going to ask us, what pipeline, what stages are we moving them to when they buy this particular course? So we're going to pick our pipeline that we called Nat's Course Business Customer Journey. We're going to pop them into the stage, has purchased the $97 course. Remember, there are stages that Nat has in her business. So we're going to do purchase the $97 course. The opportunity name is that little square box that will show up in those columns. So I personally like the opportunity name to be the individual's name. So we're going to click on this little tag button here. I'm going to click contacts, full name, and you'll get this little code that will pop up here. What that will do is it will automatically populate that little thumbnail tile with whoever's name it is that's purchased that thing, so that when you glance through your pipeline stages in those columns, you can see the names of all the individuals that have purchased. So if I just go and show you what that looks like, if I go into a customer journey over here, you can see here, that's what it does, is it shows the actual card with the individual's names on there. All right, so we have now told the system that when they buy this course, we're going to tag them and then we're going to move them to this stage in the pipeline. Now, opportunity source means where did they originally come from? Where's the source of this lead? Did they come from Facebook? Did they come from a blog post, right? The system tracks that automatically. You do not have to fill that in. I like to see at a glance where my people have come from. So here you can actually press the little tag button here and you can scroll down to attribution. Attribution means where did they attributed from? And first and latest means the first source they originally came from to ever become one of your leads. The latest means what's the last page they clicked on to get to this purchase. So I personally like to have the first session source, okay? The first ever session source or the first ever referrer, because what this means is the first place they ever came from to actually get into your business as a lead. So I like to do referrer because referrer means the website externally that they came from. Now, lead value. This is, again, there's no set way of doing this. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. I generally make my lead value. This means what are they worth? What monetary, financially, are these people worth to you when they're at this stage of your business? So for me, I usually go, what's the next thing they could buy from me? That's how much they're worth. Right? Because if I can upsell them to the next thing, and in this particular example, in our Nat's course creation journey here, once they've purchased a $97 course, the next thing I want to upsell is the $500 coaching program. So in this example, this person's actually worth $500 to me because that's the next thing I could sell them. That's the value that they have inside my business at the moment. Then select status. This means, are they still a lead and haven't purchased anything? Are they a lead that we know we need to sell to? Or are they a lead that we have acquired as a sale? So let me again go back to a dashboard here and show you visually what this actually does. So here you'll see on the main dashboard, we've got closed sales. That means we've won the sales. We've closed the sale. They are now money in our bank. Open means they're just a lead. They're an open opportunity. They haven't bought anything yet. That's an opportunity that's open to sell to. Inside the funnel, here's what it looks like, okay? So if it's open, it's still in the new lead status. If it's won, it's closed. That's business that's in the bank at the moment. So what we're telling the system over here is are they still an open opportunity that we need to close? Or are they won business? Now, in this case, because they've purchased a course, they've given us money, we've won that business. That's a conversion. So by moving them to a one business, that actually updates your conversion number here because now they've moved to converted. All right, all following me still? So now I'm going to press save. So what we've done now is when they buy this particular course, we add a tag and then we move them to that stage in our pipeline so that we are updating our dashboard, updating our conversions, and being able to see at a glance where everyone is at in our business in the customer journey. Now, the next thing we want to do is welcome this person to our course, right? Now, I want to point out you can actually set automated welcome emails from the courses area itself. All right, so if we're going to go into sites and courses, you can either do it from here or you can do it in your automation. Now, I personally like to do it in both the automated login when they buy the course, and I also send them a second email from the automation. Why? Because not every email hits the inbox, not everyone sees them, and I would rather send people 2 welcome emails personally, having been doing this for more than a decade, than for them to miss one. I've never had somebody complain that they got their login details twice, but I have had people complain that they couldn't find their login details. So I just like to be double back up Brian and make sure that it's all done. So just to show you where you can do this from the courses area, if you go to sites and courses, go to your settings. This here is actually where you can set your automated welcome email for when anybody purchases anything inside your system. Excuse me, have a sip of water. So you see here, we went to settings. We've now got our email settings, and this is specifically for your products, okay? So this will, there is a template that we have got for you that looks like this. You can actually use a template that we've created for you. If I go into preview here, this is basically set so that it's got a footer with all of the unsubscribed, social media links, a pretty little header, and it's got all of the custom fields that actually automatically pre-fill with the student's login URL, their login email, and their password. So you'll see here, it will automatically fill with their first name. This template is in your system, by the way, to choose from. There, it will have their, these custom fields, these dynamic fields will automatically fill in when the student signs up. So you don't have to do anything, okay? It's automatically set. So to edit that, you just press edit and you can choose one of the templates from here, okay? But the other place we're going to do that is inside our automations. So I'm going to show you a very simple way of doing that. Let's press add, and we're going to send an email. I'm going to move us over here. Like that. All right, so what's the action? Remember, the action name is what we're seeing here. So this is just for us to see. The action name is welcome email. Okay, so do a welcome email. From name, you can actually just type in, you know, for instance, it might be it's from you, it's from Sarah Cordner, it might be from, you know, Nats Academy, whatever it is that you want to type in. This is the name that will show up in the inbox as who it's from. Then obviously you can put the email address of who as to who it's from. So I might just type in sarah@sarahcordner.com. Can't even spell my own name. Right, so you put who it's from as in the email. Now this is cool because when they press reply, this should be where it replies to. Subject, this could be, you can be quite clever with this. I normally just put, here's your XYZ course access, and then you could put first name. So you can do tag, contact, first name. So that would say, here's your XYZ course access, Sarah. You could even put, for instance, the dynamic course name in there. I'm pretty sure if we go down to membership, we can put, oh no, we won't do that there. We got membership name. Oh, we haven't got course names in here as dynamic fields. Okay, ignore me. I was trying to get too fancy schmancy in the subject area. But here's your course access is going to be the subject. Now templates, we can actually create very pretty, beautiful templates over in the emails area. So if you do want to make this template look really pretty, have all the unsubscribes at the bottom, you can use our templates. And when you do create a template, they actually can show up right here. So if you've created them in your templates area, this is where you then just pull up which one you want to send. But we're going to pretend that we haven't created a template. We're just going to send a really simple, plain email. By the way, guys, plain old simple emails have way better delivery rates. So please don't be afraid of sending a plain old simple email. So I would normally say, hi, custom value, contact first name. Oh, full name. I want to do first name. Contact first name. So that'll be hi first name, and this will automatically pre-fill. Thank you, whatever it is. So thank you for buying the course, blah, 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 blah. You know, great to have you with us, blah, 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 blah. And then you can type in this. Here are your login details, right? This is the sexy bit. You are going to go to custom values. You're going to go to membership contact, login URL. And I now type in here, here is your login URL. All right, make that bold. Boom. That will then pre-fill with your URL to your membership area where they sign in. Then we're going to have custom values, membership contact, because remember, memberships means products. We're going to have their email. All right, so we're going to go, here's your email. So many people have multiple email addresses and forget what email address they use. So just do it. All right. Next, we're going to go to custom values, membership contact, password. Here's your password. Doink. All right. And that will automatically pre-fill with their password. You might even have, for instance, join my Facebook group if you've got one of those. You might have book a call with me. All right, whatever it is, blah, 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 blah. Pop in those. So whatever you want, you can fill your email. You can add in images. You can format your text and your font in here to make it all look however you want it to look. Love from Sarah. All right, so boom, we've got that. Now I'm also pretty sure, I just want to check something here. Nat, can we put in unsubscribe here as well?
Is there an email like custom values in there? I think we just need to grab the email and subscribe, like, variable. Let me
custom
just put it
value.
in the chat. Give me one sec.
That's okay. I'm getting fancy because this would all the unsubscribe would already be in one of your templates if you're using one of your templates. This is just a quick email. Cool. So I like to just send a test email. I haven't filled in all of the things. This is only a demo. I'm going to press save. And now we've got the welcome email. All right. So we're going well so far. They've bought a course. We've added a tag. We've moved them to the right stage of the journey. Now we've added them a welcome email. Now let's pretend this particular course is 4 weeks long. So we're going to press add. And then we're going to press wait. Maybe we want to check in with them once a week for the 4 weeks of your program. This is an excellent way to increase your retention, increase your completion rates, and get people coming back into your course. I don't know about you, but the amount of things I've bought and then forgotten about it, the courses I complete are the ones where I get reminded that I bought the damn thing, right? So make sure you're doing check-ins regularly. So I might put in here, this is a wait period. So I'm going to do wait for 1 week as my wait period.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I think Dave has a question.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, it's just if they're buying multiple products from you. Okay, so it looks like it's not working as though they're logging into a school. They're logging into the particular product that you sold them.
No, they log into their student dashboard.
So, okay, so if they subsequently buy another 2 or 3 products, the password remains the same for each course. Yeah.
No.
Perfect.
So your school, yeah, correct. So that, yeah, just to clarify that for everyone else, doesn't matter how many products someone's bought from you, because they're on your school. When they log into your school, their dashboard will show them all the products that they've purchased.
And when they go in to look at a product, do they have to put their password in again?
Nope, not if they log in once. That takes them to their dashboard, and they
That
can
takes
then
them
go
to all the courses. That's
all their
perfect.
courses
Thank you
they've
very
got,
much.
and they can just watch them. Yeah, one login.
Perfect.
Once they're in, they can watch everything they've got. Yeah, cool. So we're going to wait for 1 week, and we're going to do a time delay, right? And we're going to wait for, let's see what we've got here. We've got days, so let's do 7 days. Cool. So we're going to wait for 7 days. Save action. So now we've got a wait. So now we might, for instance, go and send another email. So I'd fill in all of this, and then I'd say here, hi, custom value, contact first name. And then I'd say, just checking in. You bought your course from me a week ago. By now you should be on module 1. How are you getting on? Okay, lots of love from me. And I always repeat with their login details, their email. There's your URL, membership, login URL, and then custom value, membership, password. Here's your login details again. Okay, always give it to them in every email. It's going to make it so much easier for them to just click and log in without having to go and look for all of their welcome emails from the first place. So subject, email action name here is module 1 reminder. I like to just remember that's your own action name, and press save action. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Module 1 reminder. press save action. So now they're going to get an email for module 1. Then of course, we're just going to repeat the whole process here. Wait for another week, blah, 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 and do that 4 more times until you've got them to week 4. And then finally, that's the end of your sequence. You may, and this is one thing I do, is at the end of that 4-week sequence, we're then going to upsell them to whatever is next. So in this case, in Nat's business model we've got here, her next thing is her $500 course. So I would end that the 5th email would be, hi, first name, I really hope you've enjoyed the course. If you've struggled to get through, you can book a one-on-one call with me here, link them to your calendar inside Techmatics so they can buy an hour with you, for instance, to get some extra help. Also, you may be interested in my XYZ $500 coaching program. Click here, and then you're going to stick the link in to your landing page to your $500 program. So there is our basic workflow there. And we can get all kinds of fancy here as well. For instance, we could add in our memberships area, wait until they've completed it, right? So let's go down to, have we got completion in here? Complete. No, I thought we had completion. Membership. I thought we did. Never mind. Okay, can't find it in there for some reason.
There are category completions somewhere. I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
Yeah, but it was in there as well. Cool. So we can, there are tags in there for, not tags, actions in there for if someone's completed a course. So we could then go, they have completed a course, now send them a congratulations, you're amazing email. Now come and buy my other stuff email. All right. So that's a basic workflow. Now, I personally create separate workflows for every product. And I see a lot of people get really complicated with this, where they start adding in if else workflows, like if they've now gone and bought the $500 product, put another branch over here. I find it's a lot easier to just go, okay, let's press save on that, for instance. Back to workflows. All right, confirm. Yes, all right, it's only a demo. Let's pretend that they've gone through that whole process. They've gone through the sequence. We've got an email at the end that upsells them to our $500 thing that Nat's created in her business. So now what I would do is I would go back to workflows, create a workflow, and this new workflow, let's go start from scratch, create a new workflow. And this time we're going to create one for the $500 product. The difference is going to be that we're going to move them in the pipeline. Okay, so the trigger is that they have purchased an offer. So this is, which one was it? Membership. Okay, membership new sign up. To which membership? Select an offer, and they purchase the, let's pretend this is my $500 product. All right, so they've purchased my $500 membership. Let's call it this, has purchased the $500 product. Okay, save trigger. Let's go back up here. Habit, always a habit. Has purchased the $500 coaching. Okay, purchased. Then what we're going to do, habit, tag them. My tags are always, what is it they've done? Ooh. Program, can't spell. All right, copy, make a tag. That's going to be the tag again. Add, save. So now we've got a tag. Now we're going to go to move them in the pipeline, because at the moment they're in the $97 product pipeline. We now want to move them to the $500 pipeline stage. So we're going to type in opportunity. We're going to create or update an opportunity. Which pipeline is it? In this case, we're playing with Nat's course business customer journey. What stage are we going to move them to? They were in the $97 course stage. Now we're going to move them to the $500 coaching program stage. What's their name? I like it to be the contact's full name. Don't have to put source in there. Lead value. Well, this now is going to be whatever Nat's selling next, right? So let's pretend the next thing that Nat sells, I can't even remember what we made it up as. What did we pretend it was going to be? Let's have a look. I can't even remember. Anyway, let's pretend that Nat's next offer is going to be 997. All right. So her next thing that she might offer this person after this is worth $1,000. So their value is $1,000. So I'm going to press save action. And now when they buy this thing, they get tagged, they will automatically move from the $97 stage to the $997 stage. And that will update and reflect in our financials on that dashboard on the front of our page, on our main dashboard area. And then of course, we're going to repeat the same process by then sending them a welcome email, doing our wait periods to check in with them weekly through the duration of the program. And then of course, end it with an email upselling to whatever else they can buy from you next. So there is a brief overview of how to create a pipeline by, first of all, mapping out your customer journey, creating the pipeline, then creating your products, and then creating the workflows to check in with people, keep them going through your programs, and moving them to the appropriate stages and values in your customer journey so that your dashboard reflects your correct finances, conversion rates, and statistics. Any questions on that one? Ta-da! Helpful? Yes, Lisa's got a hand up. Does this help?
I did that yesterday, Sarah, and I sent it to myself. I signed up for myself, and it said, "Welcome, Lisa. Thank you for thing and stuff. Here is your login and password," and they were empty. What the hell did I do wrong?
Did you use the same email address as your account is created with?
Probably.
Because it would show you as being already in the system. So I would create yourself as a contact, as a completely separate email address. If you've got a silly Wally email address, sign yourself up as a completely brand new contact with a totally different name and email.
Yeah.
So if a customer does it, they should see. So how does the system know what the URL and the password is?
Because the URL is your actual products, like it's part of the system. The system knows what your account URL is for your site, basically. So that's just an automated, it's there, it exists. And the passwords are auto-generated. So
yeah, I'll do that. I'll make Fluffy Bunny at Hotmail or something and or
give it to a daughter or someone to log in and see what they get. But you can keep doing those test emails just to double check. But usually if it's coming up blank, it's because it's recognizing you're the account owner. So it's like, you're already in love. What are you talking about?
I could have asked me that 4 hours ago. I kept going. Okay,
Lucy said super helpful. I'm glad. Cool. Okay, we have not got too much time left because I've taken over the entire show today. But Nat, would you like to do a very quick demo on setting up an appointment, a calendar appointment?
Yeah, for sure.
Dave, you've got your hand up still. Did you want to ask something else?
Yeah, I have a number of questions. You may not want to take them, but the first one is the password issue. When you send those automatic passwords to a student, do they automatically get an opportunity to change the password straight away, or are they triggered to ask to change their password?
Yes, correct. So students can actually go into their account, go into my account, and they can change their password once they log into your school. Yes.
Okay, here's a couple of questions just a bit off the brief. I'd like a student to be able to go in and see all my school, right? And be able to say, look, or I'd like to be able to send them a message saying, look, you can get any 2 of these courses for whatever number of dollars, right? But you select the courses that you want. Is that possible to do? In other words, it's totally flexible. It's not a bundle, it's a flexible bundle, but I can't see any way to do it in Thinkific. I don't know whether you can do it in Thinkific.
I think it's
for a special price. Coupons, probably using the coupon code. So the cool thing about the checkouts now is you actually can create a shopping cart. So the shopping cart feature, it's actually quite new. It allows people to add multiple products to the shopping cart, and then you could give them a discount. So if you could go into coupons, create, for instance, a 50% off coupon. Like if they buy multiple products, they get 50% off. Then just turn on your landing page on the actual checkout element. You click on the checkout element, and then on the left hand side there is a button, a checkbox to turn on the shopping cart. So turn that on,
Okay.
and that will allow them to add
They can
multiple
pick
products.
products.
Yes,
Excellent.
they'll be
Okay,
able
I'll
to
have a look
pick,
at that
and
one.
then they enter the coupon code, which would then give them the
Brilliant.
discount for the multiple product.
Okay, just a couple of other issues, slightly technical issues. The logos on the NUI theme, right? From what I can
Yeah.
see, there are three places there are logos on Techmatics. One is a general business logo.
Mhm.
One is a logo associated with a course, so product
Yeah.
thumbnail. And then there's a third one when you go into the course player, which allows you to associate a logo with the actual course. Now, when I
Mhm.
do that with the NUI player, which is the one I want to use, one of either the business one or general business one or the product logo appears, and then the product thumbnail appears, and then the logo for the actual product is overwritten on top of it. Now, it's not a big deal, right? But it looks kind of amateurish. How can I describe it? When you load the player onto the screen, okay, the player looks very nice. The first thing that happens is the business logo, okay, the general business logo appears on the left-hand header, and then the
Mhm.
product logo goes after it if you specify a product logo. So one is overwritten on top of the other. It's a flicker. It's not a big deal. I have reported. I don't know
Yeah.
whether they understood what I was saying.
Um,
But those, and I'm not sure which logo has been taken in first. It's either the product thumbnail or the general business logo has been taken
Yeah.
onto that header. Okay.
I wonder if that's showing up for everyone, or if it's just like
I
a
don't.
cache thing. Would you be comfortable
Well,
with me bringing up your account and having a look? Or
yeah,
would you
if you
rather
want,
keep your
yeah.
account private?
No, it's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
You
My
sure?
wife
This
just
is,
said it's okay. Yeah, she said it's all
it's
right.
okay. It's being recorded. You
Yeah,
sure?
being
All right,
recorded.
let's have a look. So guys, this will be good because this will also show you how you can view what your course player looks like for other people. Okay, so let's go in and have a little look see over here. What's the name of your account, Dave?
Bowtie Learning. BOWOTIE.
There you go.
There it is. There, yeah, there it is. Now, I may have taken the product logo off. I can't remember because I was messing with it to try and get it to work. Yeah, products, yeah.
Sorry, I have the slowest internet in the history of the world over here, especially when I'm live streaming.
Okay, it's that one there. That one
This
there.
one.
Complete guide to BPN. Yeah, that one. So if you go into that and go to the player.
Okay. So you click on your courses, guys. If you want to see what your students see, you open up the course and then there's a little button to press preview, which will allow you to see what the student sees. So if we click on preview over here, I can have a little look at Dave's course as if I'm a student. And maybe we can get a better idea of what you mean here as well. Because sometimes it can just be a caching issue.
Yeah,
so
I
you've got
thought
your
so.
next
Right. See it there, right? Yeah. Now I'm using the NUI theme, right? But I think I may have taken the product. But go ahead.
Okay, so now I'm going to start my course. All right.
Yeah.
So I've got your logo.
What I'm talking about, okay, is this over here. See that logo there? Bowtie Learning logo.
That.
See that? Now, I think I've taken off the actual course logo. I think I removed it because I was trying to fix it. I was trying to find out where the heck this is coming from. Right?
Okay.
That's either coming from the product thumbnail or it's coming from the general business thumbnail because they're both the same. The general business.
I wouldn't worry too much about adding a course thumbnail to this as well, because I already know your business because I'm already logged in and already paid you. Does that make sense? So I would always avoid having actually too much stuff on a menu anyway, particularly when I'm here to look at this. I don't want to be distracted by anything else that's up here anyway. I like the fact that your business is on there because, you know, this logo is important. Obviously, if someone else is viewing this, it's just good to have your logo on this particular section.
But you misunderstand me. I'm going to have many products, right? And what I want to do is on the players, I want to have a product specific logo. So it'll be Bowtie Learning with BPM underneath. It'll be a different logo. It won't be my general business logo. I want Bowtie Learning with BPMN, Bowtie Learning with whatever course I have. We've loads and loads of courses, right?
Okay, so if I'm logged in as a student, so this is your dashboard. This is what it would look like to me as a student. These are
Yeah.
all the courses I can purchase from you, and these are the ones that I have bought. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so what do you mean? Can you explain again?
Well, okay. Well, I'm trying to, how can I explain it? Yeah, that looks fine, right? I'm perfectly happy with that. No problem whatsoever. The logo looks great. The Bowtie Learning, great. If I go into one of the Bowtie Learning courses, I only have this one up at the moment because I'm just starting to put the courses up, right? When I go into that course with the NUI theme, right? I mean, I've been messing with the themes. What's going to happen is, go back up. What's going to happen on the header? If I put in a product specific logo, which you have the option to do in settings, this here will, the Bowtie Learning logo will appear, and then the product logo, it goes over it. It appears over it. Like, unless I have it, unless I put it up there, you won't be able to see it. I'll listen, I'll correspond separate. I don't want to take up all your time on it.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, interesting.
But-
I mean,
but
the other option you could have is to put the product logo in the banner.
Inside, I know I can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know I can put
I
it in
pop
there.
it in the
But
banner.
you can't do that on the NUI theme.
This is
Even in the
actually a
background
different
image?
theme.
You
The
can't do
background
that in
image
the
you
NUI
can.
theme.
But you can upload a background image though. I'd
Oh,
put it
you
in
do
the
a background image. Yeah, that's fair
Yeah.
enough. I could do it that way. Yeah,
That's what I
fine.
would
Forget
do.
about it. That's perfect. Okay.
Solutions is
No.
always another solution.
Kind
Yeah.
of a solution. Yeah, okay.
I'd go into
Uh,
Canva because I think it would look nicer anyway if you went to Canva, got that background image and put the product logo that you
Yeah.
want to have there. That would then look
Yeah.
nice and tidy too.
I can look at that as a solution. Okay. One other thing, final thing, okay. Just a suggestion, your pop-up, you know, the way you can have a pop-up on the web pages
Yes,
or
on the
front or
landing
whatever.
pages. Yeah.
There's a very nice product called Popped In. Are you aware of it?
Yes, I use it. Yes.
And
Yeah.
I've used it in Thinkific, right? And even their free elements are very, very good.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that being integrated with Techmatic if possible. That's
Yeah.
all. Thanks. Sorry for
Sounds good.
taking up on it.
So you can
Cheers.
actually create forms inside Techmatics under the forms section, and you can make a form a pop-up on a landing page. So what Popped In does, you can actually do on Techmatics too.
Okay. Thank you. Cheers.
Pleasure. Nice. Any other questions? No. Sorry, Nat, you're on mute if you're talking to me.
I am good. Sorry.
All good.
Nat.
Cool. Does anyone on the call want to see the calendars demo? No, you're all cool with because we have actually hit time and I'm just worried about going over time on here. If you really want the calendars demo, jump in. There are obviously tutorials inside the course, but otherwise I think we might need to time out there. Sorry, Nat, I completely hogged the entire session. Totally taken over. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so if you do want calendars training, I think, Nat, if we make that our sort of a main one for next week, and you can take charge next week and I'll zip it. Inside the Techmatics course, techmatics.com/learn, there are already calendar tutorials that Nat's done inside there. So do go and check those out if you're hanging out for some calendar training. Also, don't forget you can book free 20-minute calls with our experts. Sel, hello, she's on the call. Nat's on the call. So they're completely free. If there's something you're stuck on, something that's not working, something that's broke, something that's just making you pull your freaking hair out and want to drink wine at 9 o'clock in the morning, book a free 20-minute call with one of the tech experts. Let them help you, okay? It's free. They're there to help you out. And if they can't figure it out or fix it, then at least they can escalate and see, you know, if maybe it's an issue or a bug, or maybe it's just a really simple thing that you just needed some help with. All right. So please do that. Don't forget as well, you can hire the team for an hour. They can be your own very own virtual tech expert, virtual assistants. It's $50 an hour to hire my actual staff for your very own to help you do things, build pages, build some forms, get a funnel working, whatever it is. If you want someone to literally sit on a call with you for an hour and sit with you and make stuff for you, for $50 an hour, you can hire the experts themselves, which obviously is amazing for you to learn whilst you're actually getting a service done for you. I mean, it's better than Fiverr. It's really, really affordable. We've tried our best to make this as affordable as possible to cover their time and their wages, as well as get you moving forward on the platform as quickly as possible. So as usual, if you've got any questions, support@techmatics.com, or jump in the Facebook group, Techmatics User Community Official. Otherwise, love you loads. Happy teching! Love you! Bye! See you guys.